Good evening again, people. It's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. It's the day before the game, guys. It's pre-match thoughts. It's Aston Villa against Leeds United at Villa Park tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff. So just going to give my overall thoughts on how I think this game will pan out. Do I think Leeds are going to win this? I'm not sure if I'm honest, but we'll be able to get into the specifics on how I think Leeds should go about this game in just a second. But as always, first of all, please smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And we'll get into it now. So then, Aston Villa against Leeds. So this is going to be a tough one. I think if you'd have asked me how I think this game would go with Dean Smith in charge of Aston Villa, I would have been fancying us, even with the injury crisis that we've got. But since Steven Gerrard has come in and the signings that they've made in January, I do think this is going to be a very tough fixture for Leeds United. But saying that, we said that against West Ham in league and look what happened there. But I think they're still kind of under the new manager bounce. Steven Gerrard, since he's been in, he's won 5, he's lost 5 and he's drawn 1. So as 10 years go, he's started off pretty well. I think the games that he's lost have been against teams like City, Chelsea and Liverpool and teams like that. So you can't really judge him on those games, in my opinion. As I touched upon, the signings that they've made, especially in the January window, Philippe Coutinho is an absolute gem of a signing. I mean, let's be honest, he's probably only gone there because of Gerrard, but Gerrard has this certain pull, doesn't he? I think certain players want to play under him, and obviously he did play with Gerrard at Liverpool, so he'll understand how Gerrard wants him to play, and I think it'll be easy for him to get back to some really good form, because he needs to pick it up. Barcelona nearly ruined him. They had such a good player there, but for some reason it just didn't work out for him for whatever reason. But he's back in Premier League now, and you know, he seems, the first few games that he's played, he seems to have played really well. Luca Dean is another really good signing. Kind of shoved out of Everton, and then they sacked the manager that threw him out. But anyway, really good signing. Really good attacking fullback. Defensively, though, I do think there are weak points with him, which I will be able to get into in a second. But yeah, another good signing. They signed Chambers from Arsenal as well, which I think is just a good option to have at centre back. But yeah, I think Villa certainly playing more on front foot now. That midfield three, Douglas Luiz, John McGinn and Jacob Ramsey. Special mention for Jacob Ramsey. He's a player that I do really like. Obviously, I hope against us that he has a shocker. But really top young English talent there that Villa have got. Gerrard, when he played, was kind of a similar type of player, so it'll be a huge bonus for Ramsey to learn and develop his game under one of the best Premier League midfielders that there's ever been. That front three as well, if it's the same front three that played their last game against Everton, you're looking at Coutinho, Watkins and Buendia. Buendia, when he first signed under Dean Smith, wasn't that great, had a few injuries here and there, but I think since Gerrard's come in, he's really picked his game up. I think he's playing in a position that he feels a lot more comfortable in. But where I think Leeds United can exploit this Aston Villa team is actually with our attack up against their back four. As I just said with Luca Dean, really good attacking fullback, but I think defensively he can be got at, and I think Rafinha against Luca Dean when he's been at Everton has had the better of him. Certainly at Ellen Road earlier on in the season, it was our first home game, wasn't it? He certainly had the better of him in that game. And I think both games last season was exactly the same as well. Raf, well, I was just going to say, likes to go against Everton, but that's not Wild Saturday. But I think, you know, it's a player that he's used to facing, and a player that he knows he can definitely get at. Tyrone Mings at the back as well. Yeah, he's played a bit better since Gerrards come in, but they're on a bit of a new coach bounce. But Mings isn't a great centre-back at all, in my opinion. I really don't rate him. I think he looks better with Konza next to him because he actually is a good defender. And then you've got Matty Cash right back as well, which I think is good offensively and defensively. So whoever's playing for us on that left-hand side, whether it's Dan James, whether it's Jack Harrison, they will really need to be on their game in order to get past him. Now, as I touched upon in my predicted 11, up front, it could be the Jan James experiment again. It could be Rodrigo. It could be Gerrard. I did say I think Rodrigo will start, but I want Gerrard. I don't want to see James up front. If James is going to start, just put him on the left. Please, Marcelo, please. But yeah, I think it's a game that's got the potential to be really open. I think both teams like to be on the front foot, certainly us. I think if you press this Aston Villa team high, I think there's weaknesses there, 100%. But Villa are quite a pressing team as well, and Leeds don't like it when we get pressed. John McGinn especially is an absolute unit in that midfield. He's a player that you hate if he's against you, but you'd love him on your side. I would love him at Leeds, but we're playing against him tomorrow and it's kind of making me nervous because he is an absolute workhorse. Technically really good, but I think, like I just said, his press is unbelievable. I think Ramsey's quite a pressing player as well, but Adam Forshaw being back is key in that. I think Forshaw handles opposition press really well, and he just does the basics right, solidifies that midfield, keeps it basic, little nice neat passes here and there, rarely loses possession easily and cheaply in his own half. I think that's something that Leeds need to work on in general, but more so in this game. We can't be affording to give the likes of Coutinho, Buendia, Watkins or Ings, if Villa are going to win this game and if Villa are going to score goals, make them work for it. Don't just hand it to them on a silver platter, because they've certainly got that firepower up front in order to hurt us. Like I've said though, I think on wings, I think we're good. Whether it's Harrison or James on left, Rafinha on the right. Raf likes to kind of float in that number 10 role and on the right anyway. I think Raf can definitely be a focal point in tomorrow night's game. I do think Leeds have a chance of getting something. I don't think we're going to win, if I'm honest. We have got a good record at Villa Park of late. We beat them 3-0 last year when Patrick Bamford got that amazing hat-trick, and then the last game before that was in the Championship when Roofs scored that last-minute winner. So we have got fairly good form up there of late. I just think with our squad at the minute, they're kind of still on the new coach bounds at the minute under Gerrard, and the likes of Coutinho and Buendia and stuff. I don't think we'll win, but I don't think we'll lose either, and I am going to go with a draw, and I am going to go for 2-2 in this game. Goal scorers for Leeds will go with Click and Rafinha. We'll say that. Why not? I think Click needs a goal, but Click's one of them players that of late's been giving the ball away cheaply in some critical areas. If he can just work on that aspect of his game, then hopefully he'll be able to turn that inconsistent form around. But like I said, I don't think we'll win, but at the same time, I don't think we'll lose either. I think it's going to be end-to-end, a real open game for the neutral, but I would happily take a point right now, so I will go with 2-2 in this game. So that brings us to the end of this upload. Pre-match thoughts ahead of Aston Villa versus Leeds United tomorrow night at Villa Park. If you've enjoyed it, please smash that like button. Please subscribe as well. It would really mean a lot. We're so close to hitting 1,000 subs. It would mean the absolute world if I could reach that as soon as possible. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in my post-match reaction after the game tomorrow night, people. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.